Yamsa, Yamso, Yunamuna Yansa, only Musa Jena, I got fellow to your Punina, and you'll be at the corner. Some women are moving around here for me. Would you be pleased to watch me? I'm a want of me. About all, Johnny DJ, it's been no Mumma Muntamami. Mumruchini and I'm in here. Moments, you don't pull them in here. Bomisengu, Joe Bomisengu, go media, Mansaminati, Basu Amiba, Zakona do so about Unica, yes, Betty, and ye, yes, Benu Media, go media, Mansaminati, Basu Amiba, Zakona do so about Unica, yes, Betty, and ye. Yapenu mediri, Giovanni, Giovanni, Giovanni. Come on, you are Giovanni, Giovanni. Jaji, no be on the jaji. Come on, you are Giovanni, Giovanni. Giovanni, Giovanni, Giovanni. Come on, you are Giovanni, Giovanni. That's how many I can watch. I'm not a chili. I cry, but you're fire, go media. Mansaminati, Basu Amiba, Zakona do so about Unica, Yapeti, Yapenu media, Go media, Mansaminati, Basu Amiba, Zakona do so about Unica, Yapeti, Yapenu media, Giovanni, come on, you are Giovanni,
What's said? Go.
Spyro, now only me alive. See, I see that the things are right. I never think your side. I will never enter to I die. I don't need to love me from the I should be with you for life. Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. Cause I did yeah with my guys. I got plenty for my mind, but right now I'm with my guys. I don't fear them got my back. You don't see my formation. I got a lot big combination. Steady inspiration. I'm under concentration with my cousin follow. Bad energy far away. I thank God for my beauty. Good friends will be money. See, I speak
Welcome, folks. This is your host, SUBOR Freeman, coming live from the Maima Goyah studio. We want to say happy, blessed Friday to you. Once again, we want to say, we're off. Any further ado, we're just going to jump right into the show because tonight is not, we're off tonight, no prayer line. So that's the reason why you can see we're starting this late. We want to say thank you for your patience. We want to say thank you for your support. We want to say thank you for your prayers and all of your feedback. But before we begin this show, first and foremost want to say, like we normally do on top of the broadcast, extend our invitation. Folks, it is nothing strange. It is nothing strange. There are just too many things going on around the world. And so therefore, it is imperative that we maintain our connection with God. And that is why every time we come on the prayer line, we extend an open invitation to you. And hopefully that one day you come to get on the prayer line and see the great teaching of the Reverend Reginald Wanochie of the Mazan Interdenominational Church. And so we meet on the prayer line from Monday to Thursday, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Monday, Thanksgiving. Come and listen to people giving their testimony, from healings to financial breakthrough to career breakthrough to people passing their examinations. And people just telling the spiritual growth in their own life. Tuesday, we studied the Bible. Wednesday, it's all prayers. Come with your prayer request. Come with your prayer request. I'm telling you, come and listen. And we'll pray together. We'll pray for each other. Thursday, a Bible study. Wednesday and Thursday, we meet in person and online. And our telephone number is 763-220-3265. And so we also want to say this coming weekend is going to be my Zion Interdenominational Mother Day celebration, and Elnora Peel will be. She has been nominated as the Mother of the Year, and so she has her own project that she want to undertake. So she asking for your support. She asking that you tune in, and she'll be very grateful, even if you can make it at the church. Even though we know that a lot of stuff will be going on, but it's an open invitation that this coming Saturday on the 25th, Mother Elnora Peel will be crowned as the Mother of the Year. And so we want to take this time to extend an open invitation to all those who are watching. Once again, we want to say happy birthday to all those who are celebrating their birthdays in this beautiful month of May. We say happy birthday to you. We pray that God will bless you with long life, good health, peace of mind, in all of your heart desires. If you are celebrating your birthday and fall on your wedding anniversary, we say double shout out to you and your special loved one. We pray that God Almighty will bless your holy matrimony home with long life, peace, unity, longevity, happiness, and everything in between. Tell God thank you. If you are bereaved, we also want to take this time to extend our deeper condolences to you and your family. We pray at this difficult time in your life that God Almighty will comfort you, God will console you, God will strengthen you during a difficult time of bereavement. We'll continue to pray for you, and we'll continue to remember you and your family in our prayers. And so we want to make sure that you you know that we're thinking and praying for you. And so again, I want to say welcome, 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 welcome. Thanks for all of the love. Thanks for all of the support. So, folks, we also want to take this time to say, hopefully, by God's grace, Dr. Marsha and myself will be doing a show from Liberia as soon as you can settle in, because we've been acknowledging and recognizing the hard work of some permanent Liberians who are taking their talent back to try to change the landscape of our country. And so hopefully when Dr. Marsha gets settled in, he'll be able to come on the show and tell you exactly what he's doing in Liberia as it relates to our healthcare system and the pharmacy and stuff that he's trying to open. But we want to use the time to acknowledge those people. We also want to say thank you to Abraham Wallace, who went to Liberia, tried to also change the landscape of construction. From the time we were born, we got one way of doing construction. So they brought in Liberia trying to teach and educate people how to do construction, because I believe that some of the buildings that we're putting down, as you can see, sometimes the horses don't even go for 5 years. It start already falling apart. And given the climate change, and so I want to just shout out to Abraham Wallace. Also want to just shout out to Sis Meta Sterling, who built a beautiful, beautiful library up in Liberia over there, well furnished, well furnished. And first, what you're doing, you're trying to impact something I'm very passionate about: early learning childhood. So you invest in education, understanding that if Liberia will survive, if Liberia will be on path with the rest of the world, then of course we have to empower and educate our youth. So I want to say thank you, sis Miata. I also want to say thank you to Mr. SUBOR Freeman, the host of this show. I was we involved in something what we call preventive medicine, where we got the youth. Every first Saturday in the month, we do a clinical exercise, educating the youth about the importance of what it means to be a citizen. And so just trying to teach them how to be productive and how to take responsibility for their health care and making sure that they keep the community. So every Saturday, first Saturday in the month, we make sure that they clean the community. And so we provided rainbows, wheelbarrows, shovels, gloves, vests, and you name it, brooms, rakes. We got all of those things. So they come in Saturday, they will be starting from the second junction all the way in, and just giving the community a facelift. At the same time, just educating people that we have to keep our community clean because we are the government. And so, with that being said, we continue to encourage Liberians all over the world. Find your passion, find your gift, find your talent. You do not have to work for government before you can make a difference. You don't have to wait to say you have to have millions of dollars before you can. No. Wherever you have, start off from your community, start off from your county, start off from your districts. The place that you grew up, find ways and means to impact the lives Because I believe collectively, if we can do that, then our country will be in good shape. So once again, we want to make sure we acknowledge these people for the hard work, and we pray that God will continue to bless them. We also want to say special shout out to my leadership team on the ground, Chairman Jack Mav, J. Edwin Daniel Jr., Mugabe, Savannah, Pazin, Momo Fofi, Thomas Ray, and Mugabe, the media man. And so we want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Now, as we said on the show, Wednesday, we were here talking about mismanagement, something that I believe that is killing each and every one of us. And a lot of times we talk about the government. And my primary focus or concern is strictly on what I call the mismanagement, the misappropriation of money. But before we go any further, I really want to take this time to extend our deepest condolences to Liberia for the loss of the former First Lady Nancy B. Doe, who died on Tuesday in England. And so our hearts go out to the Doe family for the loss of their mom, sister, auntie, First Lady of Liberia. We are deeply saddened by the loss of the former First Lady Nancy B. Doe. And to the people of Grand Juliet County, we are very sorry for the loss. And so we started off on Wednesday, and we promised that we're going to do justice or do diligence to the topic that we started. That we have some records, and we told you that everybody crying with Joseph Boakai name, same thing with Opon. But part of the reason why we do this show is just to educate us how government work. And so until we all can play our part as individuals and make sure that we are doing the right thing, that's the only way we'll resurrect Liberia. And so there is something called division of labor. Division of labor, that means everybody has that area of expertise. And so everybody have to do their part to make sure that whatever project that we are undertaking, whatever job we are doing, we all can be doing the same thing. So everybody has their own responsibility that they are responsible for. And that is the same thing with government. We told you that there are 3 branches of government. The national legislature, which happens to be the first branch of government. The executive branch of government and the judicial branch of government. The legislature, who happen to be responsible for writing the law, check and balance. The judicial branch of government is there to interpret the law. And the executive is there to execute, to implement the law. And so our area of concentration heavily for the past week have been on the function of the national legislature, something that I strongly believe that if that bureau will get better, that identical branch of government has to function to the highest. And so a lot of us believe, unfortunately for us, that the only way we can move forward, and we hear people every day in America, in Liberia, in Europe, people that we talk to across the world. Everybody believes the only way we can make that transition, we have to go back to a military government. And for me, when every people say that to me, I say, Not just being lazy because we experienced that before. And because of the same complaining. But I believe if we all get involved with our government and play our part, then and hold each other accountable, then Liberia will succeed. But the story has not changed because the fact that we believe inconsistent or what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like we're not supposed to do anything, and so therefore someone is supposed to come and do it for us, and then we can reap the benefit. And so we want what I call quick fix. And sometimes I just feel that we're dreaming because even like I get a lot of people talk about military. If the military person gets there, he still needs people to do the job. He still need people because he will be the head of state. He will be the whatever you call it. You will not be the finance minister. You will not be the labor minister. You will not be the agriculture minister. You will not be. Look, my people, we have to hold each other accountable. And so, as promised, that tonight we're going to dive deep into the national budget. We started off telling you that our national legislature is the problem for our country. We are not doing it because we hate them. We are not doing this because we're against them. We are doing it because they are complete failure. They are complete failure. And so we left off by telling you that apart from a salary, they have almost 16 staffer, including Yabo, including what they call pitch, you name it. And I'm on the record. I'm saying to I'm one of those people that defend that. I say we need to pay these people right so they can be able to do their job. But unfortunately for me, these people haven't been forthcoming in terms of doing what they're supposed to do to make the country better. And so, as we sit here and wonder, when will these people ever come to their senses? The country is in dire need. People are suffering. People are dying from curable diseases. They see that. They understand that. And they still pretend. I have to say they're living in space. And so, as you can see, we hope you got your glasses. We hope you can read it. We're going to leave it up there. Like we promised. So lawmaker staffer are 16 staffer salary. Right there, you see there. So if we go up, your representative, your lawmaker, they make $8,810 in salary and $2,225 in gas. But I just want you to see the money that a representative staffer made, the chief of office staff. Now, whether they're getting it or not, These people make $695 in salary, and they get $168 in gas. Tell me if nurses in Liberia making that amount of money. Nurses. Tell me if teacher in Liberia making that amount of salary. Tell me if police officer, patrolman, or immigration, or you name it, or DEA. Tell me if a patrolman or DEA officer in Liberia making the amount of money. They got resource officer, $605 in salary and $69 in gas. They have administrative assistant. They make $569 in salary and $69 in gas. Political officers. So as you can see, the list go down and go down and go down and go down and go down. Yeah, boy. Tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but tell me in Liberia, if a nurse or a teacher make $358 every month. Or even a police or patrolman, the people are supposed to be patrolling the street, making sure our neighborhood are safe. Tell me if they're making that money. Because I know friends, we know people that work in the police, they make half of this money. Some of them make 100, some of them make 125. But you got a yabo making $358 for a representative. And so when I say our problem is mismanagement, if you look at our national budget, we're going to look at the budget and see how much being allocated for each ministry. And then from there, you'll be able to make your own informed judgment. And the only reason why we can't on late tonight because we had to pay a courtesy visit to one of my co-workers that died. But I want us to think about this. Let's think about this. Let's take away our feelings. Let's just put away our feelings. Seriously. Let's put away our feelings. Let's take away our tribal affiliation. Let's put away our party affiliation. Let's put away everything. Let's just think for a minute. Let's just put that into perspective. And so the total number, that's just the representative part of the budget that we're showing y'all. That is just part of the budget. Now, we're not talking about the 30 senators. That's just for the representative. So we haven't even gone to the Senate. And so if your budget is 800 million, just for Stafford alone, answer the representative, I even put in there 1.4 million. 1.4 million. So these people, they are our problem. And to make matters worse, with everything that they're getting, they stay taking bribes under the table. They're supposed to be the eyes for us. Check and balance. And so I think Liberians, my recommendation would be, you got 5 million people in the country. Out of the 5 million people, you got less than, I'm telling you, I don't think 10,000 people really in Liberia living the way they're supposed to live. I mean, you got 10,000 people, I believe, no, 10,000 I read it. 10,000. I read it. I mean, let me say 4.4 point. Let me say I want to say almost 4.8 or 4.9% of the population living below the poverty level. So you in regard, I don't want to say 500,000 people. I doubt it. I was there. I think people over there, the people that ready, making life, people that ready can say they get air conditioned car, they sleep on an air conditioned house. I don't think the money 15,000. I read it. I stay with that number. I don't think so. So you can see 95, 98% of the people are living in abject poverty. People are suffering. So the question here is 98% of the country, we're just going to sit down and allow the 1 or 2% of the country continue to enjoy the resources that God bless us with? Think about it for a minute. And we told you that for me, I better watch the news nowadays, but I saw something on CNN. I think the budget passed because I'm not too sure in that bill where there was something put in there to start taxing what they call remittance. That means money that go to Africa from here, they're going to tax. They're going to tax it. So just imagine if we're documented and established that the money that people send from America to Liberia is playing a major factor in our economy. We do not know if USO will continue to give grant or to whether they will reopen that door. We don't know. We do not know. Almost $2 million were given every year towards the budget. And so if you look at the entirety in totality, then you say to yourself, where are we heading to? Because number one, we're not even putting in time to raise money. Then we ask ourselves the question. Because in order to spend it the way we spend, we have to be able to generate revenue. Something that we're not even doing. With the little resources that God has blessed us with, people exploiting the resources. You can't even see the benefit. And people are sitting there supinely, mute. They got big mountain in Grand Kid County. Go look at the roads. Go look at the makeshift houses they built for the people. And we got lawmakers there, senators, representatives. That's supposed to be advocating for the people of Grand Kid County. People's resources are being taken away. But nothing. And that's why we told you, say, look at the budget. So what more can we do for these people? What more? What more can we do? That is the question. The challenge for each and every one of us. Are we going to sit down and allow few people to run the country into the sea? Because that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. And so part of the, not part, but the main reason I want to educate people that don't, just how you put the pressure on Joseph Boyka, the pressure also to be put on your lawmaker because they make the law. The judicial branch of government interpret the law, the executive enforce the law. Asset recovery team, since Boaga got into place, we don't know how much in terms of monetary recovery or what we call how much money that recover or cars. You check together the whole thing. Drugs. And these are lawmakers. These are the people that are responsible. I mean, check and balance. These people are the more powerful arm in government. If you haven't heard, let me just tell you now. Look at my county where I'm from, Maryland County. The Burkina Bees are almost finna take over the whole southeastern region. Threatening the people of Maryland County. Illicit money going on in the country. Our border is wide open. Border wide open. Because all the money going to the people in the house. Our national budget account for almost 20%. Almost 20%. These are the people that get $45,000 car every 3 years. If you factor in their salaries and other traveling expenses and what have you, you name it. And we sitting down here and just put our hand between our legs and doing nothing. Liberians, I know a lot of times I hear people say, we pray. I've said it and I will say it again. God have answered our prayers. God answer our prayer. God answer our prayer. Faith without actions are dead faith. Faith requires action. And so, when you look at this amount of money that have been disbursed, that every month these people get paid. Then the question, it's so hurtful because as we speak right now, somebody in JFK dying tonight. Not just one, not just two, not just three, from curable diseases. And these people, they live in Liberia. They see the suffering of the people. I know we put the pressure on the executive branch. No. Just these people came to our houses, to our villages. We have to hold these people accountable. And so when you hear me talk about mismanagement, I think we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to go back. But again, nothing can be done because these are the people that are responsible to make the adjustment. So how do we get past this? How do we get past this? This is the $1 million question. This is the $1 million question. Because in order to curtail corruption, or let's say, in order to get rid of mismanagement, you have to start with them in the house. Because every year, when the president sends the budget to them, the first thing they look at, what in there for them. You got one man to LTA making almost $10,000. When you put all their allowance at almost 15,000. These are the mismanagement we are talking about. How much are these people generating? How much are they generating? So I believe even with the budget being 800 million, if the budget is distributed, I better believe if people can be fair enough. Because in order for you to make that type of money, you have to be able to generate more than what you're making, twice of what you're making. But these people, they're not even putting in the time. People go to work late, they leave early. They don't even sit to think, how can we make money? How can we leverage our resources? At the same time, paying attention to real world issue that is happening. Look at the climate. Climate change is real. Look at the roads. Look at the healthcare system. Look at our youth in the street. Look at our children. Look at our educational system. And these people, they're sitting there, I have to say, they're not aware of what is happening. And they are privileged to the news because I know all of them got CNN, all of them can watch CNN, all of them can watch Fox, ABC, BBC. These are people that listen and they know what is unfolding. They're fully aware. So how do we face? Because I'm telling you, if Liberia will get better, if the hard time will go down, we have to go back to the national budget. We have to start making some real adjustment. Even if we say we increasing the budget to 900 million, that the more the people get more. So even if we find a way or the people give us free money, say, these are the people that will still benefit. The money not trickling down to where it's supposed to be. At the end day, that's why here in Liberia they say things are hard because the small businesses are the engine for the economies. But the smaller businesses over there, they're not even getting the break. So this is a serious issue that we are faced with. This budget passed already now. That's what the over. So next year budget now, this is where now we need to put the pressure on these people. There is no need for one man to have 16 staffers. Because if the executive say you can pay, the next thing you look, they'll say we're not passing our budget. We're not passing our budget. So if Joseph Parker said we'll cut people's salary, we're cutting the lawmaker salary, we're reducing the staffers in the lawmaker office, I can see them saying, no, we're not going to pass the budget. So the only way these people will understand that they're messing with us, we have to hold it accountable. These people are so relaxed. They are so relaxed in their hustle. Liberians, I'm telling you all, things are moving and they are moving quickly. If we do nothing, and we feel like, you know what, I'm just going to take myself from out of A, you're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake. If you say you are frustrated and nothing going on, this one happening, that one happening. I'm just to remind you that you'll be making a big mistake. And if you feel that you're not in Liberia because you live in maybe in Europe or in America or in Asia, you're still making a big mistake. You are still making a big mistake. And so collectively, we all need to sit down now and say, what can we do? If it means we have to sponsor a bill from the United States, then we all have to put that money together and maybe get somebody on Capitol Hill, like they did with the dual citizenship, to have something done. But I'm telling y'all, we have to do something. Our country is heading in the wrong direction. We have to do something. We have to do something, my people. We'll pause here, we'll play some music, and then we'll come back. All right, folks, we want to say welcome back to the show. First and foremost, let's do this. Let's read the headlines so you can see what unfolding in Liberia. Let get to the headlines so you can see what is unfolding. Okay, so let's see. The first one say, yeah, let's stop. But I want you to see and come back. So you can see the headlines. All right. So the first headline say Representative Cole dismisses allegations by civil service agent here against former Speaker Kofa. So it's a Bond County District Number 3 Representative Melvin Cole has fiercely rebutted allegations made by civil service agents, Director General Josiah Joka, who accused former Speaker of the House, Jeffrey Kofa, of overstressing, no, Jeffrey Kofa of orchestrating a payroll fraud scheme that cost the government over 1.5 million. So that as you can see, this type of thing, nothing surprised me. Nothing surprised me. That's the reason why the poor won't be represented. They want to say Sierra Leone unite through film and culture. Johnny Home Film Festival and Liberian Film Award hosts John Country nomination mixer. So that's a good thing. At least this is what we want to see. Liberia and Sierra Leone reaffirm their cultural and creative partnership through a John Country nomination mixer hosted by the Johnny Holmes Film Festival and the Liberia Film Award on Friday, May 16, 2025 in Monrovia, Liberia. The event showcased a unified celebration of storyline, storytelling, talent, and heritage from both nations, with filmmakers, actors, and industry professionals in attendance. This is huge. This is huge. And I think this is something that we're not doing enough. We are not really promoting our heritage. We are not telling our stories. So to see that Sierra Leone and Liberia are on this historical journey, this is something that we need to ready. I hope Internal Affairs Ministry. These are the type of things we want creative ideas. We want, because our culture is disappearing. I hope the government can really look at this and try to promote it. We're not telling our story enough. We're not. And every time we see something like this, we applaud the people that are involved. There you go again. Liberia Senate probe uncovers EPA purchase of some $8,000 and $46,000 vehicle in violation of the government of Liberia guidelines. Listen to that. Can you imagine that? EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has come under intense scrutiny following revelation that it breached the government of Liberia procurement policy on vehicle purchases by acquiring two high-end vehicles worth well above the official approved spending cap. Just imagine EPO, the Environmental Protection Agency. You know, I tell people all the time, when these people are spending their money here, the question I'm going to ask, what are they bringing in? That's why I talk about the mismanagement in the country. There's just too much mismanagement. You look at one car and pay 78,000. Despite all the challenges that the country is faced with. That's what really get to me. If you even look at some 8,000 and pump it in JFK, or you divide it some 8,000 into 3, just come to America and buy equipment or even ask for donation where you can use the money to love it. Go to the referral hospital. Can you imagine? I missed an opportunity when I was working with St. Catherine. Where these schools, when they get ready, all the equipment that they use, that students are training, people get ready, they get rid of all these things. Use that money. If you spend $8,000 for one car and $46,000 for another one, when people in JFK don't even have gloves, no light, no water, no equipment, I do not understand how we think in our country. I do not understand it. Look at Redemption Hospitals, Redemption Rennie, Phoebe. I can't get it. And it already get to me when I see people, one car, one stupid car, you spend $78,000 on a car. When nurses, doctors, educators can't even get paid. And these are the same people that were criticizing when they were never in power. This is absolute nonsense. And that's when, I know people that say, oh, but sometimes just common sense. Common sense. That one, you have to have self-awareness. Self-awareness. The president put you there because he believes he can help you accomplish or execute his agenda. Rescue. And you live in a country, you're seeing what happened to the country. I just lost my cousin or Boda into the Jim Fan into the Tapra Davis. Look at the amount of people that are dying from curable diseases. No equipment in no government hospital. And you look at one car and spend almost $80,000 on what you want proof. When people, we I don't know, man. I don't know. But again, the rest of us sitting down. The next headline says, Liberia Asset Recovery Chief vow massive recovery as proof uncover suspicious property tied to past, current, or future. We keep hearing the thing. The asset recovery thing. We keep hearing. You know one thing about Liberia? Since I started knowing myself, and since I started fighting politics in Liberia, I can't remember the last time somebody was actually penalized or held accountable for their action. We just hear people just talking in our mouth and nothing comes from out of it. And that is the reason why people are so brave. People are so brave to just take government money and just spend it whatever way they want to spend it. And again, it comes down to your national legislature. They have oversight. They are responsible for check and balance. Since I started knowing myself, I can't remember the last time somebody went to jail. I can't remember the last time somebody was held accountable. Because it's all this, they're bribing, because somebody will steal 50,000, 2 million, and this, that. You will hear it, and they will just talking in their mouth, and the whole thing die. And because of that, people have become emboldened to steal because they know not to come from all of it. Now they're telling us, they said has identified and traced more than 30 property allegedly acquired through illicit means by public official and private individual the head of the task force, Councilor Edwin Clay Mountain, told the House of Representatives on Tuesday. Again, who is telling the House of Representatives on Tuesday? These are the people that have the power. The horse. Remember this. Remember this. They're saying they are identified and trace more than 30 properties allegedly acquired through illicit means by public officials and private individuals. The head of the task force, Councilor Martin, told the House of Representatives Tuesday, appearing on an oath before lawmaker, Councilor Martin disclosed that the property was discovered within the first 5 months of the task force operation. He assured legislators that the asset recovery team has gathered sufficient evidence to initiate legal proceeding aimed at recovering the property. We have with us sufficient pieces of evidence that have helped us to identify and trace these properties. And I can promise you that the law for retrieval will be applied and those individuals will go to court, he said. All right. The task force has also launched 27 active. The task force has also launched 27 active investigations involving current and former public officials, with 17 of these cases nearing completion. However, Martin refrained from naming those on the investigation, citing the sensitive nature of the ongoing problem. Here we go again. Here we go again. We hope this time around we can get some results. Because every time investigation, but we never see the end result of the investigation. We don't see those people being held accountable. Even if whether they were clear or whether they were found guilty, nothing. Nothing. And here we are. Here we are. And so Liberia, look, if Liberia would change, everyone of us have the power here in the dirt. Every one of us, we have to power him in the dirt. This is sad. And now we see something here again, because even before he begins speaker, we heard all these things. We don't know again. Here you are. Liberia civil law court summons Speaker Kun over US 209,000 in rental proceed. Just week after his election as Speaker of the 55th National Legislature, Honorable Richard Nku has been summoned by the 6th Judiciary Circuit Court, Civil Law Court in Montserrat County to respond to a lawsuit filed by his wife. The case centered on allegation that the Speaker has failed to account for over 209,000 in rental income from 10 jointly-owned apartments. I say the thing all the time, and I will say it then I will call it a night. Wherever way you slice it and dice it, during the elections, we are on record. You can go back and find some of our shows. Search SUBOR Freeman, go back and listen. My plea to the people at the time, prior to the elections, I said, my people, let common sense prevail. let common sense prevail. What do I mean? I told people we have to look at the past. Look at the past. Look at the past, look at the present, and then make future decision. And I said Liberia is a small country. Everybody almost know everybody. And so if something happening in Ghana, you hear it. And I was very, very careful with my choice of words. I said, not everybody that thought loud mean they are the main business. Our country has drifted away from wise people. The country right now just being carried away by people who talk. And so we said to you people, before you elect your official, you have to do your due diligence. And I said, growing up, I remember back then, people who are in leadership were married. And you will know a good leader. You will know a good leader, a good civil servant leader, from the way he or she treat their spouses. I keep saying this. He or she treat her spouses. I said it. If a man or a woman is not accountable to their spouse, they will not be accountable to the community. They will not be accountable to their country. I don't care. I don't care what you want to say. It will never happen. You will know a good leader from the way he or she behaves. If you look at our leaders today, not every one of them. Even I remember Darius Dillon, ADD, the light. He said something back then before he got elected as senators. He said, the people at Capitol building, they won't kill me. He said, the people won't kill me because I expose the people. He said most of the people here, they don't even know their wives or their husband don't even know how much money they make. Their spouses don't even know how much they make. I don't know if you can remember that, but I remember Darius Dillon saying that. And they were so upset with him. What am I saying? I said this to say I do not know the speaker. But when I see this, and it's the same thing. They heard everything about J. Funanti Kofa. He was a lawyer for almost all the government ministry, autonomous agency, and what have you. And they went to the Farmington Hotel. According to the same allegation that were brought against him, that they wanted to use to impeach him, they knew all of that, and they still elected him as speaker. Here we are, fast forward to now, the speaker just got elected. And we're hearing that he and his wife in court, his wife want him to account for $209,000 United States dollars. Now, it's a rental income from 10 joint owned apartments. According to the court document, Manakun, who says she has been married to Speaker Koo since 2000, claimed the two acquired a joint property in March 2024, located in the Unity Conference Center community, Hotel Africa Road, Virginia, Monserrado County. She alleges that they developed the land into 5 duplexes, containing a total of 10 apartments, we did agree to use as rental property starting in 2007 to support their family. However, Banakun alleged that a husband who managed the property has consistently refused to provide any accounting of the rental income or aid use. She estimated that the first year revenue was about 11,000, but claimed she has no knowledge of earning from the past 19 years. Now, they say innocent until proven guilty. But when I see this, it's so alarming. It's just so alarming for me. It's very, very alarming. So even if a man is not accountable to his wife or to her husband, and the handwriting will be all on the wall, but I don't know how to bring people, I don't know how we're going to get ourselves out of the mess. I just do not know how are we going to get ourselves out of this mess. Because again, if you look at the budget, if, take for example, somebody woman win a case, obviously the speaker, send your sent to a speaker, in no time you can be able to pay the 209,000. So our country is at a crossroad because those who are in leadership, they don't know how to manage. They do not know how to manage. And so when you look at the national budget, money that is allocated, like I said, almost 20% of the national budget go towards the horse, the national legislature. How can one representative have 16 staffers and we can't even see the impact of the work they are doing? Or Yaba making $358 and a policeman can't even get $100 or 125 correctly every month. Look at our police. But we expect the police to I don't know, work miracles. These are reasons why the police they are acceptable to bribe, to corruption. They put better get in a uniform. They almost got to pay for everything themselves. So look in the budget, what there for justice? Look in the budget, what there for health, for the health ministry? Look in the budget, what is there for youth and sport? Look there, where is there for DA? Mismanagement is our problem. The lack of accountability. Number one, I mean, the whole thing is just a mess. Production. We're not productive. We are not productive. Your expenditure exceeding your income. That's what happened to our country. Our expenditure is more than our income. What abroad bringing in is less, and what abroad is spending is more. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to be an economist. Like just common sense, and you see it even down from the bottom to the top. People in Liberia, you give them money to do business, they eat the money, and they sit down and complain. So this thing is a disease. It is a disease. People don't want to work, but they want to wear expensive things. How do we get out of the mess? What we're supposed to put money that will benefit us long term, we don't. We never think about the future, we only think about now. Our inner country are soft the finance ministry, where all the millions and billions of dollars are passed through. You see the building of finance ministry, filthy, dirty. Look at the roads. Are driving down Benson Street, Rano Street, and these people driving there, they see the sewer system. I mean, when you look at our problem, it's a compound problem. We do not have self-pride. The country that God bless us with, we're doing nothing to take care of the country. The last time in a cabinet meeting, then the president telling the people, he said, look at the ministerial complex. How can the president be in a cabinet meeting and the president telling you about the building? You people got to do better about the building. And people wear $2,000 coat. They ride $80,000 car. They get on the wall and they see the building falling apart. How do you explain this? How do you explain this? Every day from Monday to Friday, from Monday to Saturday, they see that same building. So many people, it's sad. But this is the reality. What can we do? And so, folks, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you. We want to say thank you to my big sister, Orita Tama, for watching. We appreciate you. Beautiful. We hope you're doing well. Our regards to the family. But once again, we want to say, have a pleasant weekend. Once again, I want to remind you that my Zion will be celebrating her Mother's Day this coming Sunday. El Nora P, who have not been my mother-in-law, will be gone as the Mother of the Year. All are welcome. We encourage you to come and support. She has a project that you're undertaking. Please come and support the Mother of the Year. Once again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. We appreciate your hard work. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your feedback. Share the video. And Wednesday will be back here, same time, same place. Once again, this is your host, SUBOR Freeman, saying so long from the members of Goyah studio. You have a wonderful evening. Wherever you are, stay cool, stay warm. Don't do too much. If you're celebrating your birthday, enjoy, but make sure you are safe. Make sure, yeah.
Waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many gifts. Oh, I still find my peace in my life. Oh, they do like say me, I know they see. Like say I know the year. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, and like I age, I be dealing with finding me. Survivor, me on money chaser, faster than a bullet, flying like a rocket. Batman we never rest, king of South and the West, faster than a car, won't ever miss faster than the best. Oh, the low level, so bad vibes on the ground. Reading my Sam, I'm so bad people. I need to talk at them, to the they won't say your name. They want to turn your teacher before you are my nigga. Oh my nigga, you go deal with I no get ginger. Oh my nigga, you go deal with I no get rapper. Cause my mama be praying for me, say make I get it. Oh my baby, shey you go there before my suru lady. Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, many gist. I still find my peace. Oh, you like say me, I know they see. Like say I know they hear. Which kind person be this? Oh, waiting be this one like this. Been through many things, like I Genesis. I be dealing with frenemies. Survivor, me on money chaser, faster than a bullet, flying like a rocket. Bad man with the birds, king of south and the west, faster than a car. Move a missile, faster than a bed. So, chop low level. So, bad boys on the ground. Within myself, I'm so bad to come. I hate to look at them, they won't say your name. They want to turn your teacher before you are my nigga, oh my nigga. You go there when I no get ginger, oh my nigga, sure you go there when I no get rubber. Cause my mama be praying for me, say make I get it. Oh my baby, sure you go there before my suru lady. Oh, be sure that.
Timmy J on the track.
All right, folks. Have a wonderful evening. Once again, this is your host of Freeman saying so long from the Maima Goyah studio. Good night, everybody. Stay blessed, stay warm.